What's up, guys? How's it going? It's Matt here. So first things first, I want to talk about you guys. You guys know I do my live videos on Tuesday and Friday night. I said it before on my YouTube channel, guys. I'm a dad before I'm a YouTuber, and my son's actually had a really bad cough the last couple weeks, last week, and for about 3 days straight, I got maybe about 2-3 hours of sleep a night. So unfortunately, Friday night, prior to the actual live video, I actually passed out on the couch, and I woke up at like 11 o'clock. I'm like, ah, crap, I missed my live video. So sorry, guys. Sorry you guys missed out on that one. But like I said, I'm a dad before I'm actually a YouTuber. So now, what I want to talk about today, guys, I want to talk about, usually I do my backdrop. My wife's home from work, so she's working in there, and my son's watching some TV, so you hear in the background here. So I want to talk about this. I watched a video the other day about the Veterans for Gun Reform. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious, guys? So first things first, obviously these veterans don't know a damn thing about what they're talking about. Do I think some of them are veterans? Yeah, absolutely, they're veterans. But they obviously don't know a damn thing about what they're talking about. So, pretty much they're saying, oh, I did this, my MOS was this, and it's like MP, security forces, and stuff like that. And yeah, I understand it's security forces, rifles and stuff like that, but they don't really know jack when it comes to firearms whatsoever. Basically, is what they said is I have an AR-15, it's an assault rifle. And that was what they're saying it. And it's the same exact thing. My service weapon is the same exact thing as a civilian AR-15. And no, you're way off, dude. You're way off, guys. And you don't know a damn thing about the guns in the first place, especially seeing that when you decide to actually present an AR to the actual camera towards the end, you had a magazine inserted, you had a selector switch on fire, where it's supposed to be on safe, and you had no rear sights. So I don't know how that one would ever be shot in the first place. So it's probably just a prop that they gave them just to do their dramatic video. When we were in the military, we have what's called M16s. Okay, M16s, M4s. That's another one, the smaller version. M4 is more of a carbine. M16 is a full-length rifle. In the video, they also say that the AR-15 is like some massive, super powerful weapon that's used in all these mass shootings and stuff like that. And it really is not the case. That is really not that powerful of a weapon. It's not that powerful at all. Matter of fact, it gets to the point when you have actually been in combat several times, you start questioning the actual caliber of it when you're actually getting shot at by bigger calibers, and you're dealing with that on a daily basis. They also say that in these mass shootings, they use these as full auto or full semi. Is what they're saying. Full semi or full auto is that they think that you just go to these when these shooters go around. There's nothing funny about the shootings in general, but they think that these people are going in and just mowing them down with a fully automatic rifle, and it's not the case. Actually, believe it or not, most of these shootings that have taken place have been with pistols. There have been a few that have taken place with rifles, but they keep forgetting to mention the fact that there's some things that have been stopped on various occasions with AR-15s. All right, AR-15s is a very common rifle. It's a common rifle that's used for home defense. People use it for home defense. People have gotten home invaders away from it. They've gotten home invaders out of their house. If you guys remember the horrific action at the church, the actual guy that they don't really talk much anymore, he actually saved the lives of other people and prevented the shooter from going on another rampage by using his AR-15 and stopping the fight. If you remember the Navy shipyard shooting, all right, that was with a pump-action shotgun. Now, they claim the AR-15 is like this some massive, powerful, fully automatic rifle, and it's not. I mean, if you want to talk power, you go with a shotgun. A shotgun is power. That's power. AR-15, no. As a matter of fact, AR has been used more for self-defense than it has been for actual mass shootings. But basically, it's like this, guys. So an assault rifle, okay, an M16A2, M16A3, M16A4, M4, those ones that are actually the military designations, they're a select fire rifle. Now, so the select fire is, a lot of people don't know what they are, is, well, first of all, there's no such thing as full semi, all right? So these rifles are semi-automatic rifles. Oh, yeah, and by the way, AR doesn't stand for assault rifle, okay? Or AR doesn't stand for a automatic rifle. AR stands for armor light rifle. That's the first one, the first people actually created it. Basically, what they are is a select fire means they're safe, semi, and either burst or full auto. One of those is on. So you switch between there's usually 3 selects, so you switch between 3. Now here's the crazy thing. So here's the crazy thing which people don't talk about, and civilians all think, what they think, I remember when I was teaching a class this weekend, it was a pretty big class, and a lot of people had the same, some of the people that were new to guns, they had the same feeling, is that they thought that a automatic pistol, you know, like I had a 1911. I was demonstrating that is that automatic pistol, like, well, doesn't you just basically pull your finger and it just shoots and shoots and shoots? I'm like, no, that would be considered a full automatic or a pistol, and that is not a legal thing in the state of Connecticut. It's a semi-automatic. You squeeze the trigger, okay, it goes bang, the action cycles, and if you keep your finger on the trigger, it doesn't do anything. You have to take your finger off and you have to pull it again. You need to pull it again. You need to pull it again. That's a semi-automatic firearm. It's not an automatic, okay? Automatics are pretty much illegal in America, pretty much most of America. You need special licensing, and it's very strict, and the ATF could literally come knocking on your door if you actually have the licensing to actually have a fully automatic rifle. And for the most part, they aren't that common out here. Now, what I wanted to talk about is that the crazy thing that people don't mention is you do realize that, yeah, the ones that we had in the military, the M16s, the M4s, and stuff like that, were the select fire, which means safe, semi, and burst, or safe, semi, and fully automatic. Only special people, you know, special operations got the fun, you know, the fun fully automatic ones. Is they don't realize that we never use burst. We rarely use burst. As a matter of fact, we'd get our asses chewed if we did use burst or automatic, and there's a couple of reasons behind that. Because when you were in a fight, anyone that's actually had a line job, an actual line, actually been in combat, been in a firefight, been training nonstop for it, you use semi-automatic, right? Because you want to head suppressive fire on the target. You don't want to just waste ammo. When you're in a combat zone, and you're usually out there, you don't want to run out of ammunition before before you're done with the operation, before you get ambushed along the way. You use semi-automatic fire, bang, bang. You put suppressive fire down on a target, and it's not just one person, it's an entire squad, team, platoon putting fire using the semi-automatic. It conserves ammunition. You get your ass chewed all the time if you don't conserve ammunition. Now, the only time I've ever used burst, all right, this is crazy. Now, if I use burst, you literally get your ass chewed. You literally get your ass chewed. At least are you going to get your ass chewed if you use burst. You know, because it's always conserve your ammunition, don't use burst. Another thing too is when you use like burst, which is the 3-round burst, is when you do it, because of the way how it's designed, it's freaking it turns into a jam-o-matic. Literally, it's like crack, tap, rack, crack, tap, rack. You have to constantly keep racking it because it keeps jamming it. The only time I ever use burst is when we're stateside. All right, when you're stateside, you're at a range, and what happens is like this: you were giving entirely too much ammunition to do a small range for like a training operation. Small range being out, rush onto the objective, the squad team rush, buddy team rush, and platoon rushes to the objective. You are giving way too much ammunition for it. So what happens is you are told you better not come back with ammunition because it takes paperwork and they have to resubmit it and all that other stuff. They say use your ammunition out there. So when you're out in the range, but their entire time they're telling you use semi-automatic, suppressive fire, accurate fire, suppressive fire on the objective. You're moving it and you're looking up and down the line, you realize you're coming to like the last 200 yards or 100 yards of the actual objective, and you realize that you have like 2 full magazines left or 3 full magazines left, and you're like, mother, I'm gonna get my ass chewed if I don't use this ammunition. That's when you go out. That's when you go out there and you switch it over burst, you look up and down the line and tap rack, tap rack, because it keeps jamming on, tap rack. That's the only time we would ever use burst. That's the only time you ever use burst, because we were trying to get rid of the excess ammunition, because we knew if we didn't, then we'd get our asses chewed. So there you have it, guys. Now, the one thing I really want to say about this whole the Veterans for Gun Reform is like this: they do not speak for me, and they don't speak for 90% of the veterans that I know. I'm going to say 95% of the veterans I know. They do not speak for us. So don't listen to them. Listen to the other 95%. If you like this video, guys, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me. And remember, guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.